Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all fighting fit and well. Today I've come down to a place, well, it's not far from where I live actually. It's still the whole national park's my backyard. It's South Lawson Waterfall Walk. And there's actually 4 waterfalls here that I would like to photograph over a period of time. Now, we've had a little bit of rain during the week, maybe not enough to get the falls really working, but I know for a fact that there's some really nice compositions around the waterfall. Once you get back into the gully, it turns into like a beautiful rainforest. But what I have here today is 4 waterfalls, that is Cataract Falls, Federal Falls, Junction Falls and Adelina Falls, one after another. Now, I'll probably only get about 2 done today, and then I'll have to come back, fingers crossed, with more rain happening, and probably next week or the week after, so I could finish the second part of this video. But I'll grab the gear out of the car, we'll go down, and then I'll set up and I'll show you a few of the compositions I'm going to have here this morning. But I'll also tell you, once I get down there, the theme of this video. Now, I've often spoken about creating emotion in your videos, but today, just something a little bit different that I find if you employ into your photography, your images will be so much better. So having said that, let's get started. Well, we've finally reached it down to Adelina Falls, and as you can see, I've got my beanie on. It's -1 here. It is freezing, but I have to say, and I'm a bit biased really, even though I live here, this is just absolutely spectacular. And as I always say, if you're in Sydney and you want to come up for a day, you've got to come up here to South Lawson Waterfall Walk. As you can see behind me here, it's probably a 90 to 100 feet drop. So there'll be different compositions I'll have to look at here today. But not only with the waterfall, over to my right or your left, there's these gnarly trees, and this place is just so old. It's old growth rainforest really, millions and millions of years old. But it's just so good to be here. So what I'll do, I'll have a scout around, check out the compositional opportunities here, and then I'll switch the video camera back on and explain to you what I'm doing and what the video is about. But basically, this is Adelina Falls. I think I'll just stay here for a few hours. The light's not too bad at the moment. Actually, it's still pretty dark here. I'm using as you see, my phone to light up my face for the video. But it's something else here. It really is a really nice place. But the trees are just what, not only the waterfall, it's the trees that are actually making me feel a bit excited about coming here today. So I'll get set up and then I'll come back to you very soon and I'll explain to you what I'm doing and what this video is about. Okay, as you can see in the back of the camera, this is the first composition for this morning. Now, I don't want a large depth of field here. I'll just get these settings called up on the Canon here, and as you can see, I'm at f9 and it's given me a 2.5 second exposure, which is exactly what I want. I don't want anything slower than that, because I don't want to blur this water too much and then risk blowing out the highlights. Now, I've bumped my ISO up to 400. I'm at F9, and it's given me 3.2 second to probably 2.5 second exposure. The light meter is obviously working out where to go with this. I'm at manual focus as well. Now, the reason why I'm not at F11 or anything higher than that is because I'm very, very close shooting at 17 to 40mm lens. I'm currently at 20mm. Now, I've used the hyperfocal distance here, where I focus probably 2/3 of the way into the image, and that will in itself enable me to have everything in focus. So we'll take this shot, 2-second timer, and there it is. As you can see, I haven't really blurred the water out that much, and I didn't really want to do that because it means you've got to go into the editing process in Lightroom and fuss around like that. At the top here, as you can see here, I've cropped out the sky, that V-light that's happening up the top. So if I do take this shot again, it'll probably be in the portrait mode, but then I'll have to dodge and burn in Lightroom to fix that sky up. But basically, that's the shot there. As you can see, I've got branches all here, trees there. There isn't much of a breeze, so I don't have to really focus stack this image either, which is quite good. A bit breezy up the top, but down here, down in the gully here, it's not too bad. So we'll keep going. Well, this is the last composition for the day, or for this morning, and I've just moved over to sort of like my left here. It just gives me a different perspective. I've got these rocks in the foreground, as you can see over here. The water's hitting it and bouncing back and making the water move through this pool here. So 2.5 to 3 seconds. The water should be nice and smooth without actually blowing out any highlights in the waterfall. Now, as I said, I'll put these images up at the end of this video, but really what I want to talk to you about just briefly is to I tend to photograph what I feel instead of what I see. Now, what I mean by that is that if you can immerse yourself in the landscape, or anything for that matter, doesn't matter what you're photographing, and you've got that feeling that this is just a beautiful shot, this is going to be a beautiful shot, this is a beautiful place, I'm in the right I've got the right peace of mind, I'm in a good space at the moment, and if you can convey that feeling every time you push the shutter button, you'll see that your images will improve. If you shoot from the heart and really immerse yourself into the landscape and really become involved with it and become at one with the landscape really, and then push that shutter button with the right mindset, I think you'll find that your photos will be outstanding, really. They will improve. It's not necessarily all about the equipment all the time. We can be technically perfect here with all the best gear and everything's spot on, but if you haven't got that, you're not in the right frame of mind, or you're just not feeling it, that will transfer into your images. And I've actually studied this. I've read books on this, and I've spoken to people that have come out with me and they've just haven't been in the right mindset, and their images suffered, really. So the idea is to not only enjoy your photography, of course, but get in the right mindset, get your game face on, and really immerse yourself into the landscape. And as I said earlier, try and shoot what you feel instead of what you see, because that will inevitably transfer into your images. So shoot what you feel, not what you see. And what I'm feeling today is very, very cold, but I've had a good morning here. There's a few more shots I'll take over there just for the portfolio, but I'll take a few more, then go over there, and then we'll wrap it up here at the South Lawson Waterfall Walk. Well, welcome back, guys. Look, that's it for another episode of Sniper Photography here at the South Lawson Waterfall Walk. It was a great morning. It seemed to get very cold. It seemed to get colder as the morning went on, but there's still 3 more waterfalls actually 4 waterfalls here that I have to finish photographing, which will happen in the next few weeks, which will tag onto this video. But look, thank you for joining me. I hope you took something out of that. As I said in the video, try and shoot what you feel and not what you see, because if you do that, that will transfer into your images, and there's no doubt that your images will improve if you can shoot what you feel instead of what you see. So the images are coming up after this video. I hope you enjoy them. Any comments or remarks, please put them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, the bell next door, so you don't miss anything. So that's it for another episode of Sniper Photography. Thank you for joining me. My name's Glenn Samuel. As I always say, be nice to yourself, family and friends, but most of all, you keep shooting, and bye for now.